Oh, you are nothing but a trespasser. Man, are we going full music video again? This looks incredible. Can I live with the state of this tier list? I watched and ranked every single Genshin Impact animated short. This video was recorded live here on YouTube, and a part of it was recorded in post today. The reason for that is we missed all of the scenery and sentiment, all of the character anecdotes, and the nod cry teasers. So do not fret, that is coming at the end. For those of you that did watch it live or watch the VOD that's up currently, those are an extra added bonus, so be sure to go and check those out. But anyway, now I'll leave it up to my live self to explain how this is all going to work. We have the two tier lists. One is our prediction tier list, one is our final tier list. We have then the videos themselves, and the way the predictions work is we have to make those before we start off the watching. And the second we click play, we're good to go. There's 20 of them, so I'm not sure exactly how long this will end up being. It could be quite long, could be quite short. A lot of these are longer clips than what we've been looking at previously, so I'm expecting a bit of a difference in maybe how we watch it. I think there's going to be a lot of cases where we can go back. On this channel, I've already reacted to one of these, which is the God's Limits short. We watched that. There was a lot to dive in on. I think it's about 8 minutes, and the video itself ended up being something like 22 minutes. Obviously, that is not at all what we're aiming for today, but we're just gonna give it a go. See if it all works correctly. But okay, I think we're ready to actually begin. So to start with, I've got the story teaser, We Will Be Reunited. Now, I very much remember this one. It was, I feel like it blew my mind when this came out, way back at the start of the game, because it was, the entire premise was like, is there a sibling? We've seen that sibling in the opening cutscene, but we haven't actually done anything with them. Do they even exist? And having this cutscene then from Lumine's perspective, of her then spotting Ether, I think, at the end, where we're fighting in the Storm Terror Lair, something like that. So, yeah, I have no idea where these kinds of rankings will go. What shall I push for? Production quality was something I quite liked in the first one. Then kind of how emotionally hit I got by them, I did in the teasers ones. This one I feel like more just impact of like what we're seeing, right? Because these animated shorts, their animation was so good. At least that's what I remember. So what to do with this first one? Do I think we're going to see them getting better as we go along? Yes, because that's kind of what I've had going on with the previous ones. I have a feeling it's a good idea to put in B or C, this one. I'm going to go with C. And I think we're just going to lock that in. Here we go then. Let me know if anything's too loud or anything like that. As long as you can kind of hear me over the top, I think we're okay. Oh, I'd forgotten that we got this kind of... I'm guessing this was her in Khaenri'ah, right? And in the game, you saw this...
One day,
I think these dandelions stepped on. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, man. I forgot how, like, visually this seemed... How good visually this seemed.
But until the abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end.
Your Highness.
And this is our hint at her being the Abyss Princess. So early on.
Archon, he rises again for the dragon's sake?
No, not the Archon. We were well prepared for his defense.
Your brother, right?
Regrettably, Your Highness. The issue
Yeah.
is your brother.
Outlanders!
Your journey
See,
ends
seeing this
here.
now feels a little bit bizarre, right? Did she forget about the sibling at this stage? Because I guess for her it's been such a long time.
We will be reunited, dear brother. But not here. Not now.
Because I think you
We
can
will
go
meet
up
at
into this
this
spot
journey's
in...
end.
I forget what the...
Once
Storm
the
Terror's
dust
Lair,
has
that
settled.
kind of area.
Then you will
And I think you do
understand.
see the... like a dandelion presumably stepped on by the Ruin Guard. Oh, okay. How good will they be after this, right? I have no idea. I think that was really good. Yeah, 500 years is a long time. I want to put... See, my heart tells me S, but I know that this is going to keep creeping down, I think. I'm going to put her in this one in A. I think that's a reasonable spot. Where did I put her down in C? Okay, I think I'm happy with an A placement. And I think that's what I'm going to lock in. So, next up we have this was the one where Dainsleif basically tells us the entire story, right? Like, I'm pretty sure this is where we find out everything that happens in the whole of the thing. I think, surely this is a candidate for SS. I want to put this in at minimum S, because even though I think with some of the others, like, we're going to be blown away by animation quality, just like the information in this one, I think is just a cut above, right? I think I'm happy with that placement. Yeah. And it's kind of that, before we go to Celestia, is Dainsleif going to be the final boss? That's what I remember from it. I think I'm going to lock in S. Yeah, just because of the sheer amount of information. So, I think we'll go give this one a watch.
We had no
1
time
minute
to say
18.
goodbye, so let's not call it that. The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles.
So like those
The
pair of
gods
stars,
goad
the
us
signs
on
for
with
us.
The promise of their 7 treasures.
The flower in
Rewards for the
Lumine's
worthy,
hair.
The doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not
reserved for you. Ooh.
But mortal arrogation never stops. None will escape the flames. See for yourself. The dragon who defended Mondstadt for a millennium finally faces his perturbation. What does freedom really mean when demanded of you by a god? The god of contracts, senselessly slaughtered as his people watched
So this
on in
Liyue
horror.
story.
In the end, he will sign the contract to end all contracts.
Okay. And it showed us like a 4-star
In the
and
secluded
Diluc
land
of
the
each of
immortal
the
Shogun, the Bakufu
points.
rules eternal. But what do mortals
I said a
see
4-star
in
and
the
then we get
eternal,
Ayaga.
chased
Okay,
after
maybe
by
not.
their god? The god of wisdom's enemy is wisdom itself, and the oasis of knowledge is a mirage in the desert of ignorance. In the city of scholars, there is a push for folly, yet the god of wisdom makes no argument against it.
Okay. Our little preview into the
god of
Sumeru story.
justice lives for the spectacle of the courtroom, seeking to
Now,
judge all
Fontaine?
other gods.
It's crazy that each of
But
these,
even
like,
she knows
story
not to make
points,
an enemy of the divine.
and yet the opposite happened. That's what they did, effectively, in Fontaine's
The
story.
rules of war are woven in the womb. The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash.
And now here's the interesting
When the
bit,
god
right?
of war shares this
Or
secret
just
with
after
the
this.
treasure, it is because she has her reasons.
Because now this is where Nod Cry would be.
She is a god with
But
no
we go
love
straight
left
to
for her people,
Snezhnaya.
nor do they have any left for
So
her.
this is the first point, I think, where there's been like
Her
a major
followers
change.
hope only to be on her side when the day of her rebellion against the divine comes at last.
So this is where I think the story will
In
just
the perpetual
completely
meantime of a sheltered eternity,
blow
most
us
are
away.
content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming.
The dream
Some
yet to be
say a
dreamed.
few are chosen, and the
Cambria.
rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity. We will defy this world.
God,
with
I'm
a
getting
power from
goosebumps.
beyond. Now, you who has set foot in this world, your journey has reached its end, but one final doorway remains. Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me, command me to step aside. Show me that you are worthier than I to rescue her. Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave.
What I find interesting is that last bit, right? So we need to effectively show our intentions to Dane.
In this world, your journey has reached its end, but one final doorway remains. Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey.
So this is what the
Defeat me,
sibling has been telling
command
us to
me
do.
Step aside. Show me that you are worthy
But I
than
wonder-
to rescue her.
What does Dane view as
Then,
rescuing her,
The
right?
threads of all fate will be yours to reweave.
Anyway, that was fantastic. It feels insane that that came out so early on. And I think it surely has to go in S. Like, it basically has told us like a kind of outline of everything we were going to be seeing. Oh, that was really good. And I think that's it, right? S. I don't see any other option for it, really. Next up, I think this was a bit of promotional material for Inazuma. I think it's only like a 40-50 second clip, and I have no idea what this is. I only know that it exists when I was trying to find what could be an animated short. I really want to make sure I don't miss anything like I did in the teasers, missing Misuki's and Zhao's, but I think this should be fine. I think because it's so early on in a bit of promotional material, it's probably going to be... I'm going to predict it to be towards the bottom with D. And I think I'm going to lock that in. I think some sacrifices have to be made, and I think this will be one of them. There isn't anything... Oh, did I miss the end of this?
My memory has all but faded completely. But I will always remember how much she too loved these flowers.
Sorry, I completely missed that bit. I mean, not that it really changes my ranking, it's definitely S. But, so those flowers were the Khanrian flowers that came up in the story in the, one of the previous, or I think multiple of the Dane quests. And they're the flowers, well, we can see here in her hair. So, yeah, that's quite a bit of significance. But let's move on then to this bit of promotional 38 seconds. Let's see. Oh my god, look at how nicely drawn this is. Us in a battle against Kazuha. We're watching an anime. Oh my god, look at how well drawn this all is. Why can't that be like 10 times the length? Give me more of stuff like that. I think yes, the animation looked really good, but there wasn't much there. It was like tiny little hints of like some of the characters we're gonna meet that the biggest hint there, I think, was Raiden's flash to the plane of eternity. I don't remember what she called it. The Euphemia plane, something like that. But yeah, I think that was good. I I think as a sacrifice, I'm gonna leave that down in D. It might move up depending on what we see later, but I have a feeling it might stick there. So next up we have Ayaka. I've no recollection of this, but I have a feeling it will be quite good. Quite a few of you were hinting at how good it was in the teasers video. Apparently some people use it as one of the teasers. I guess I could have, but I didn't. For that, I basically used Genshin's own teasers playlist, but they don't have a similar one for the animated shorts, so I've kind of had to source from where I can find things. I think this will be quite good. I'm gonna put a prediction in A and leave that there. I'm not sure. I remember from the ones then after this, I remember the Genshin trailer for the anime that is, does it exist? I don't know. I've seen the one with all the Fatui, and the God's Limits, but other than that, I'm not sure really if I've seen any of these. So my prediction for that, I think, will be A for Ayaka's one, and that is locked in. But yeah, so now let's do Ayaka's one. I think that's next, right? Yeah, just had to check that I've done this correctly.
Future. The duties of the Yashiro Commission. My brother should not bear these burdens alone.
Would this have been our first view of Ayato? I guess so, right? If this came out similar time to the teasers, maybe? Or maybe it was later.
Check.
We have a young Ayaka.
When the Tsubaki is in season, I always have the same dream. My mother is with me,
Aww.
and I am at peace. Maybe somewhere deep down inside, the carefree days of family time have not ended for me.
Man.
But just as flowers wither, I too must awaken from my dream. The Kamisato art of Tachijutsu, still like the morning dew, swift like lightning.
I can see
Something stirs within me. Perhaps the echo of
if
a
this is
fallen dream.
definitely more teaser styled than
But there it
than
stays,
some of the things
day
we've just
after
seen.
day.
But this is great.
Pushing me to overcome. And tempering my blade.
And there she goes. She defeated
That was the
Aito.
first time I bested brother in a duel. It was also the moment that the Shirasagi Himekimi was born.
Feels like we've just gone on such a wholesome dive into Ayaka, the character, rather
It's showtime,
than
Ayaka. The fireworks have started. Everyone's waiting for you. It was your wish to take over this side of things, if I recall.
Sorry, Ayato.
And there she goes.
We pray to our God. May all our dreams endure forever. Narukami Island, let the festival begin.
That was great. I really enjoyed that. This hasn't started. Okay, good. Hasn't started playing. Oh, that is, I've just hit all my wrong keybinds. So, I think that was really good. I have no idea what's to come, is the thing. I'd like to put this in A next to the first one we saw. Although I liked the animation in D more, I feel like there was so little, like there wasn't enough meat to it. There wasn't enough content. So I think I'm happy with it in A, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. So next up, Peak and Coming, huh? Yeah, I remember this. This is the introduction to all of the Fatui harbingers, with the exclusion of Child and Signora, who we'd seen at this point. And this, I think, followed Signora's death. So I think this is going to be a bit of a... I remember it, maybe it was a funeral that they were all having a discussion, they were all present. I don't remember exactly, but I think this is going to have to be way up in S, along with the Dane one. I think I'm gonna leave the Dane one ahead as a prediction. Yeah, it was just dropped in the middle of nowhere, wasn't it? And it kind of, I feel like it blew everyone's minds. So I'm very, very excited to watch it again. It feels like it's been years and years. Like I might not have seen it probably around like 6 months after it came out. I might have rewatched it, but I haven't seen it since then. So I'm going to put it in S, and I think I'm going to put it behind the Dane one, purely because I think the Dane one, outlining basically the entire story, I think I give that a bit more value. I don't know. I guess I might stand absolutely corrected here. So let's do this. Here we go. So this is like a symbol of Signora, right? She had these flaming crystal flyer-like things in the battle. And this chess game was from a famous chess game, wasn't it? Like the pieces.
Are wise to the virtue in those acts of folly.
And the question was then, are all the Archon things chess pieces, and what does that signify?
Because on this chessboard, checkmate is not where the game ends.
And I guess this is saying Signora was a pawn that had to be lost, I guess, for the sake of the game. Our first view of Columbina. Feels so weird seeing Columbina like this now after, well, actually having her in the story.
All work should halt for half a day as the nation mourns her passing.
Merely half a day? People say the Northland Bank's true currencies are blood and tears. But Mayor, even speaking as a banker, that sounds a little unconscionable.
Rosaline died in a foreign land. But you heartless businessmen and dignitaries, always with a convenient excuse to remain in the comfort of your homeland. You couldn't hope to understand. So why don't you keep your mouths shut? We don't want to make the children cry.
Hey, come on now. Even I don't think this is the right time or place for a fight.
And Marionette, who we've met.
Though her methods tarnished her honor.
Oh my god, Capitano was all of them, and that's just...
Her loss shall not hinder our progress.
It's, I think, also interesting.
What of Scaramouche and the Gnosis from Inazuma?
Conventional wisdom holds that divine knowledge.
I think it's so interesting how, I guess at this stage, we viewed all of them except Child as bad guys, as like the enemy of the story, really. Whereas now we have a wildly different perspective.
Let every worthy sacrifice be carved in ice. With this nation, endure for all time.
The music is crazy.
We will seize authority from the gods.
What a line.
Absolute peace. Such is the gift from the Tsaritsa. Such is Her Majesty's benevolence.
Oh my god.
Now
This
you
hits
rest
so
in
much
this
harder
coffin
than I
encased
remembered.
in layer upon layer of ice. Yeah, but Rosaline, I promise you, your final resting place will be the entirety of the old world.
Oh my god.
I must say, you're looking very young today, Doctor.
You know very
Columbina
well
talking to
that I
Dottore.
do not take that as a compliment.
So, where's the segment in the prime of his life then?
Burning the Irminsul tree.
He's busy with a little experiment in blasphemy.
Is it not Columbina? Or is that Marionette?
Colin, time to head out on patrol.
Okay, Master Tainari! What was that?
But I have to say, this has to go up in S. Do I value it as above the Dane one? I feel like I do. Man, I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy at all here. I think I'm gonna leave that. I think I'm locked in for now. Next up, I think, is a bit of promotional material then for Sumeru. I think I'm going to give this a similar treatment to the Inazuma one. I'm going to put it a little bit ahead. I think I'll check just to be sure. 42 seconds. So yeah, I think I'm going to give it a similar treatment. These are my, I guess, unwilling sacrifices to the D tier. We'll see how well they fare, but I think that's going to be my placement. Here we go then. And again, with such a good like animation quality, everything in this world runs in a loop.
So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Man, look at how good this animation
I'm
is.
just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
Man, just rather than being 30, 40 seconds long, be 2 minutes, please. That snippet was so good, but there's not enough meat to it. I think I'm gonna have to give it C and leave it there. I'm really upset about that. I wish there was more to it, but that's that, I think. But now we've got the anime trailer, and purely because it's taken them so long to make it, I want it to be in. No, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I remember this being really cool, like environment stuff that we were seeing, like visuals for I think Mondstadt, some of the forest areas. I remember this being incredible, but I don't know what to do with it. What do I think will go lower? I can't be too top heavy. I think I want to put it A above Ayaka until Genshin 1 ends. So until basically we charge into Celestia, defeat the heavenly principles. I don't know. But wow, that is quite a while away. Come on, they can't give us they can surely give us season 1 of the Mondstadt arc. Come on. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in A, and I guess we'll give it a watch. Let's go then with this, the concept trailer. Here we go. Oh man, look at this already. Again with the 2 stars. Yeah, ufotable. Like, look at how good this looks. Like, even on the scale of animes, like this is up there. A visual of Paimon going through the forest. Here we go then. Mondstadt. They just... the amount of budget that must have gone in that one water drop. Like, look how amazing this all looks. If only the game looked like this. Unlimited Genshin works. No, we're gonna get unlimited Star Rail works. That's what's coming. Like, look at all these Dragon Spine visual. Statue of the Seven. That's exactly where all our money goes. It kind of, I think what I think is so, like, breathtaking about this is the fact that they're gonna make the world, based on these visuals, so much bigger than what we've seen so far. Like, in the games. Because there's not enough space on the current Genshin map for all this landscape that we're seeing. Like, I think they're gonna make kind of this world in the Genshin game feels very... Sorry, I'm just getting blown away by these visuals. But, like... Ooh, true. I think, yeah, the map is big. But, like, all of this is effectively Mondstadt, right? Like, each nation feels more like a city-state with their own maps, like a bit of their landscape around it. Whereas I think this might feel more like a nation rather than a city-state because of, like, just how much more landscape there will be. Because I think the problem with it being a game is there's not really much value in having big areas of dead space. Like, we always chuck, like, a camp there or a chest or a puzzle. Whereas I think, yeah, having a much more alive, literally space of just an empty field is something that in a game doesn't feel as valuable because, well, you've got to run through this field. Whereas in an anime, you can just have a character run for a bit of it, and that it does the same thing that you'd need, like, a chest and a puzzle to be there. Yeah, and I think what also might be more interesting is how, like, I guess we're assuming that they're going to adapt the storyline that we've got, but, like, how much, yeah, how much of the story they're actually going to include. And I think what would be really cool is seeing the same story, but in a much more dynamic way. Like, in a anime style thing, we'll have much more expressiveness from all of our characters in those more conversation parts we've had in the Archon quests. Like, everything will be better than what we've seen in cutscenes. So I am so excited. Does that excitement bring it to the top of this list? I think it's way up there. Oh my god, yeah, like I guess what would be quite cool is we might see a lot more of, say, Lumine stuff. And yeah, I guess the question is like how long term are we talking, right? Do we see like a season per region, or are we going to have like really long, maybe like hour-long things of like one nation story? I guess we don't really know. But I think do I what I want to put this. I don't know. Do I value the hype of the do I value the hype of the anime over the lore drops we've been getting up in the S tier? I think it has to be in the S tier. I just don't know what order. Because a part of me, just because of the sheer quality and the hype, wants to put it SS. But I think I should value more the lore stuff, like the Fatui one and the Dane one. Such insane like lore drops that we don't get in the actual story. Whereas this doesn't bring anything new to the story itself. I think I'm going to put it at the bottom of S for now and do a bit of a reordering later, depending on how I feel and depending on how some of these later ones end up. But yeah, I imagine what was I think my heart feels bottom of S. Thank you for asking, but I think it will get moved. But I think one thing that they could do that's quite interesting, I think it was is Danmachi the one where there's the dungeon and they all have levels and the main character levels up quite quickly? I saw because they did then a side anime for it where they did it from the girl's perspective. I think if I'm off on a mad one, please let me know. But I think they did that, and I saw the side one first from the girl's perspective, like for whatever reason, and so like I didn't really see. No, it was the one with gods and the one with like the main god for the main character was Hestia, but he had some links to maybe Zeus, like all Greek gods. And they did then a side thing of doing it from the main female lead's perspective, because the main character only, it was Danmachi, but yeah, so I think it was really cool because you kind of saw the story in a completely different line, because the female lead only came up every now and then. At least I kind of assume she's the female lead, but she only popped in every now and then. Whereas from her perspective, she was off on her own dungeon missions, and then she needs to go and, at times, I think, save the main character. Anyway, I'm getting massively sidetracked, but it would be really cool to maybe have even like a whole anime or like a season of just from the Abyss siblings' perspective, like from Lumine's perspective, because like there's so much, we only get these little snippets of when we personally meet her. Having a whole segment of like, even this first trailer we watched was her perspective of her realizing Aether's getting in the way and her seeing her. So her seeing Aether, it would be really cool to have a whole thing from her perspective. Like, what has she actually been up to this whole time? Like, we've had those snippets where we meet her, but I think that would be really cool. So I've put it bottom of S. We might do a bit of moving later. But next up, we have Zhao's one. I've no information about this. People were saying it was really good, I think, in the comments of the teaser one. So I think I want to put it quite high. It's just, how good do I think some of these later ones would be? Being blindsided by their side, play the game and also begin to understand the other sibling. Yeah, like that. I think there's so, with how the story's been going, there's so much like complexity in all the characters. Like, to begin with, we had the Fatui as the bad guys, right? And now we're kind of seeing, well, the Abyss sibling is working with the Abyss, and the Abyss are really the bad guys that we've got at the moment, like the Abyss Order and the Abyss itself. It's, I think, going to be really interesting to see how they tie these things in, and especially like within a medium of an anime. If they do it by the end of the story, we could have then more of a an insight into what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. Yes. And but to begin with, right, we viewed them as strictly the bad guys, right? Like, because the Fatui were stealing the Gnosis, like Signora kicking Venti, and then trying to summon like a dead god just to meet their ends in Liyue. Like, I think what's quite I really like that there's a lot of like complex characters and complex factions, because I like that like a lot of the characters that we're friendly with in events, like Nuvi is quite against the gods, for example, but we are quite friendly with the gods and we're friendly with Nuvi. And it's, I think, a really interesting mix that we have between these characters, right? And it makes more interest into, I guess, why they do things, not just what they're doing. But okay, Xiao, I'm gonna put him in B. I've no idea what we're going to see. I'm 100% open to that, because I think we're gonna be left with a decision that could be made either way when we confront the Abyss sibling way later on, right? Because it's going to be one of those, I think for the story reasons, you won't be able to pick, obviously. But we're going to, I think from this point onwards, we need to start seeing why Lumine thinks the way she does. Or even if that's Lumine, but that's a different point entirely. But why did she come to that conclusion that she's siding with the Abyss Order? Yeah. So it's and she wants us to complete our journey, right? So what do we find at the end of our journey? Anyway, I've loved this, but we're getting sidetracked. So Xiao in B, I think we're ready to get going. And how is this one of the 3 minutes and 28 seconds? Is this going to be like a delve into him as one of the, not Adepti, but Yaksha? I guess we'll see, right? I'm pretty sure I've never seen this.
Evil
So this will be an interesting
adventure. Always carries a karmic curse. It spawns monsters that lurk in the mountains where the Adepti dwell, preying on the living for decades. It manifests as devastating pestilences, scarring the world for centuries.
Okay.
It is the sworn duty of the Yaksha to purge all evil.
What animation? His little spear flip at the bottom there was so good.
A moment of complacency, and I too will succumb to the darkness. An instant of negligence, and it will turn me into one of the monsters I swore to purge. After millennia of suffering and endless slaughter, I now see things for what they really are.
Battle between him and his darker side. I guess in a dream. Oh,
you
and he wakes
slept
up?
the whole day through, you know. Good thing you're awake. You're just in time for the lantern rite.
I carried you here on my back.
How did she manage? You know what? Not gonna question that bit.
Now.
Oh, and he's left. Baiju didn't listen, or maybe he's just really quiet. Should have got your medicine.
Did I scare you? Don't worry, this mask is to scare away monsters. It really works. You don't need to be afraid. Huh? Are you okay? You look tired. Grandpa, give him some rice wine pudding. Huh? Well, hello there. Care to join me for a drink on this fine evening?
And Venti just appears? Sure.
Huh? Oh, you started
Oh.
celebrating already. Any rice wine for me?
Sorry. Tonight, I just want to rest.
I'd,
Very nice. It's good to take the mask off once in a while. Even just for one night.
Man, I don't know how I've not seen this. Like, this would have been in the time I would have been looking. But yeah, wow. So Venti appearing, I think I want to put that up in A. I feel like I'm gonna have some big regrets later when I have to do some massive shuffling. Do I put it above Ayaka's? I think so my heart says no, but I think that's because I favor Ayaka slightly more. We share a birthday, and that's my fun fact. But I think I will put it above. I think there was a bit more going on, especially like Ayaka's. Well, we both delved into their characters a bit more, and I think we got to see Zhao in a very human way in this. Like, he tries to give off his like edgy, toony mode constantly, but I think that's quite cool. Like his like little difficulties. Next up, I think this is a Lantern Rite promotional video. But we have a whole bunch of the Archons here, which I think is very fun. I think I'm gonna put this one in B. I'm gonna be 100% honest. My justification is that there's not many things in B at the moment. I kind of want it's my little bit of balancing out. I again have no idea how this will be. I think it's really cool seeing cross-region characters together. Like, especially we've seen that in quite a number of the Lantern Rites now. Like Venti arriving with the storyline with Hu Tao doing the poetry either last year or the year before. I think events like that are so cool because a lot of our storylines, I guess we're getting less and less of that now. We're starting to see more region mixes, but a lot of our main Archon quests and a lot of our important characters only really interact with people of their region, right? Yeah, and it's kind of, we go to each region, we've got issue here, we'll go fix it, help the Archon, help the characters there to sort the problems, and then kind of move on. I think it's quite cool that we've got a lot of newer mixes. Like, I'm enjoying Nod Cry because we've got a bunch of different factions, but factions from different regions. And yeah, revisiting old regions I think is great because the stories don't end, right? It's not that like Mondstadt, okay, the Gnosis is gone, that's it. We helped Storm Terror, job done. Like, there's still more that happens, right? It makes the game feel a lot more alive, which I think they always do really well, especially with the jokes, yeah. I really liked that one Lantern Rite where we were meeting Zhongli and Nuvi and they were avoiding each other by design. I think that was like such a nice touch. But yeah, so we've got this Lantern Rite promotion thing. Let's give it a watch. I've put it in B and I think, oh, I put it in B on the wrong list. Okay, you can come back down. You can go in B. Maybe I'll put it in C for the balance. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, here we go. 1 minute 44. Man, again, give us the anime. Look at how good this all looks. And I really love that we're getting a lot of these different character perspectives, different views. We're seeing a lot of Already cross-region interaction. I like how even in these like short 5-second clips of each character, they do so well of giving us each character's personality. And yeah, it is, right? The new quest is going to be sticking around, which I'm so glad they're doing. They need to do that for all of the big events, I think, because there's so much like you miss out on. But yeah, it's also nice, like you get to see the more social ones sticking around with each other, the ones that are more friends. I love that we get the Archons together. Us hanging out with Zhao, a little bit out of the way. Like, we all know that Zhao would have been there on his own if we weren't there with him. I want to go back and look at some of these moments that I picked out. Like, so here we are on our own. This group hanging out together makes total sense. I like that here we've got a bunch of the Inazuma bunch. The siblings together. Who was running behind there? Was it a child? No, it was Yoimiya. Of course she's running around. The two children, Chi-Chi and Klee. Albedo just kind of on his own. What just crashed up there? Oh, that was absolutely Klee blowing something up, right? We have Mona over here. We have Dory already that we can see. Now we're going to get, I think, the zoom in on them both. We have then some of our Subaru characters. Ito with his gang, and then Kazuha kind of at the back, standing around. Like, kind of with them, but not really. Venti being overly social. Raiden's just kind of, yep, I'll do it. Klee greeting Liyue. And I love the lantern elements of it, right? I think that's so cool. Like, side note, that's something I've always wanted to do. Like, go with just a bunch of people to like a beach, get like the proper biodegradable ones, and just send them off into the sky. That would be so fun. Then with Paimon having an adventure. Man, this one's so wholesome. Yunjin and Nilu teaching Barbara how to dance. To be honest with you, I have no idea. It's just one of those like semi-plans I've made but never gone properly in depth. Yai joining this gang. They've lost Zhangling. Zhangling's off with Yoimiya, right? Yep. Beidou and Kazuha just chilling. Again, more cross-region interaction. The older sibling vibe ones, really, all together. These two are still sticking as a group. And then, yeah, the end. Oh, book lovers! You're so right. Man, there's so many nice touches in that. I need to be looking at all of these more in depth, really. That was great. Man, I hate how heavy up in this end I want to be. Because, like, for me, that one, all those little details, all the, like, cross-region interactions, how well they, like, displayed all the personality types with the quality of the animation, for me, just puts it that high. I think we're going to have to do, like, a blanket pushing people down soon, because this isn't... I can't just have, like, everything in S and A, and then, like, nothing in... Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's not a problem yet. So, next up, there's two ones with Arlecchino, right? One of them, I think, is her story quest, right? So I'm not sure what to do with them. I don't know which way around they are. I think this will be the story quest. I think this one's like 7 minutes, and this one's shorter. So what to do with this one? Fontaine teaser. Okay. How long is it? 3 minutes 43. What to do with this? Do I chuck it in? There's a gap in B, isn't there? I have nothing to go off, really. I think the second one will be really high, mainly because, like, the longer ones I tend to feel like what I've got to go off is the God's Limits one was really good. I don't know. I think to be safe, I'll just put it in B, and let's give it a go, I guess. Oh, I've done exactly the same thing again, and I've gone and put it on the wrong list. I'm gonna put it in B, and that makes us a nice, even. Look at how nice and even this all looks, and how wrong it is. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna put here. Let's give it a go. The Fontaine teaser.
My mission.
Is this from an A? Yes, okay.
The original sin is the fairest. Everyone sinks. Make the most of the final feast.
Also interesting that the Fontaine teaser is quite a bit longer than the previous ones. Okay, our introduction now to Lynette and Linny with a magic show, I guess.
This has been Linny and Lynette's magic show.
The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. And the most important part of this is what people see.
Introduction to
People don't realize
Navia.
how much they expect their eyes to tell them the truth.
Charlotte.
But what you see is not real.
Yeah, that's true.
And every part of the show is carefully controlled.
Controlled how?
By choosing the right
She wants to
time,
give him the
right
other one.
place, and the right people.
Nivelette.
Whoever controls these three controls
Florin.
everything. But keep your eyes peeled, and you might be able to turn things to your advantage.
Man, look at how good this all looks.
In a nutshell, magic is what you see with your own two eyes.
Very fun. But it's not enough.
I love how they've completely cut the music and gone to a
Let me make
completely
something
different
clear.
tone.
You think of yourselves as magicians, but when
So I guess
you're
at this
on
point we
stage,
don't know
you're
much
first
about
and
Our Latino,
foremost
do we?
actors. Good actors hone their craft to
Ooh.
mesmerize the whole crowd.
And our introduction to Farina.
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother? When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Please refrain from levity in the court. This trial is far from over.
And there we go. Now, just to check I don't miss anything at the end. There's a few moments I want to go back to. There were some really nice little touches. So, thought Risley was blind. Oh, that does make sense actually, based on him trying to find the handle, right? I guess that makes sense. I find it really funny that Seashween is like, here, have this drink, I made it for you. And he's like, no, give me the tea. Give me the normal one.
By choosing the right time, the right place. Place. Control.
To mesmerize the whole crowd.
I honestly, like, for me as well, I find the music in Fontaine was some of the best we've had. Like, for me personally, I think it was towards the top of like what we've seen so far. But I think that's biased. Like, I think Fontaine is my favorite region. I love that we get like a little bit of an insight just into all of the characters. This is the again, I want to put this really high, and I hate that we're that this is our list at the moment. I hate this. What do we do? A? Is A good? I've got too many in A. I've got too many in A. It's such a, I think, yeah, an interesting thing because Arlecchino's introduction here, we don't at this point know much about her, do we? Like at the time, we'd only seen her in this trailer of the Fatui Harbingers, and we don't. I guess this is after we've had the Scaramouche part, but we've met Dottore, and we know Dottore is quite bad. We've met Signora that's up against us. I think I'm gonna put it here in A for now. I'm hitting the state of this list already. Like, there's so much that I just want to keep up high. We're gonna have to do some major changes very soon. But for now, I think I'm just gonna stick with it, deal with it. Next, we have a concert promotional video, which I'm gonna. Nope, this is the wrong list. I'm gonna, I think, chuck in D. From what we've got coming up, I think these are gonna start going higher. So I think I've got to start putting things quite low. We've got a concert promotional video. Here we go. I, by the way, love the concerts they do. Like, I really loved the I think my favorite of the concerts that they did was the Star Rail one with Penacony, where they had the Robin the one that sings the Robin songs actually doing those songs live. I thought that was so amazing. Yeah, so this, I mean, the animation of this is so good, isn't it? Like, once again, I'm desperate for the Genshin anime. I'm so desperate for it. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of characters in different outfits. I mean, please give us more skins, Hoyo. Give us more. Give us more. I think it's quite fun, like the choices in instruments, and yeah, I think this is great. All in their little outfits. I think the only thing for the list-wise that this one's got really going for it is the quality of the animation, but I think I'm going to put it down here. And actually, I'm going to move these two up for the time being. I guess we'll see what we want to do with it later. I have a feeling we keep seeing like quality jumps. I think things are going to have to move down, and I'm not going to be happy about it. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So next up, I think this is the Arlecchino story quest one, right? Now, are we ready for a confession time? I haven't done it. This is my completely flame me. I have not done the Arlecchino story quest, and I haven't seen this because I haven't done the Arlecchino story quest. It's one of those I leave quests quite late to do because I really want to pay attention to it, and a lot of the time I then get quite bad and start doing them at the end of patches. I really like Arlecchino as a character. I don't understand why I haven't seen it. And haven't done it, but we've got this. I think we should put this quite high as things go. I have a feeling it will be really good. I remember people saying around the time it was really good, so I guess we'll see. I'm going to chuck this in A, and we'll have a gander. I haven't really been ordering these, actually. Maybe I'll put it above Ayaka's and put it there. Let's see it then. Here we go. 7 minutes long. Okay. I think we're going to need to do some pausing.
You were born into this world all alone. But here in the house of the hearth, you will grow up to be strong. Your goal is to learn, to compete, to defeat all your brothers and sisters in battle. And become king.
Oh my god, look at how well this is all done.
Excuse me, Mother. She's doing a funeral for her spider.
Oh, young Arlecchino.
Maybe her curse is flaring up again. Clairvy, see to her.
Oh, okay. I brought cake.
Oh. She brought cake, but couldn't stop herself from eating them.
You want some? Sure.
Oh, for the little spider.
No, spiders don't eat cake. Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh my god. Music is amazing. And why is this exactly how I imagine a young Arlecchino to be? Oh, they've got little bears that are like themselves. I guess little rabbits. I hate the fact that I feel like this is too happy and too positive.
Dances in the sky at night. When we're grown up, shall we go see it together?
I hate that this is such like a death flag. Ah. Oh no.
You will be a great king.
Oh my god. Jesus.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's kind of in line with what we knew about the House at the Hearth, I guess before Arlecchino took control of it. And that's the current father, I'm guessing.
I should have pruned this flower long ago, not waited till it wilts. How grotesque. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh my god. Like, look at this animation.
Innocence and kindness are such beautiful qualities. Sadly, they're all so useless!
Oh my god, look at this. And the music is insane.
Never fly the nest. You are no exception.
Wow.
Surrender. Let your mother guide you, and you shall become the one true king!
It's interesting that she calls herself mother, whereas Arlecchino calls herself father. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. That was... cool. Like... Ooh.
My answer. Is no.
Am I in like the final episode of an anime? What is happening? Is this her getting to see the Shania that they wanted to see together? Oh.
I hereby pardon your crimes and bestow upon you a new name.
Signora
This
Capitano
title and its legacy
Scaramouche.
of bloodshed are now yours to bear. My poor, mad, cursed knave.
And is this like a young Fremine, maybe?
Come with me. I will raise you as my child, like a strict and unfeeling father.
Is it because she just doesn't want to become what the mother became? Oh. Whereas father is, I guess, doesn't look caring but is. Trying to be the opposite. Well, okay, here we go then. That was incredible. And I just don't know what to do with it. guys, why are they all so good? Can we just give up on the tier list and just accept that they're mostly S and just live with that? This is I hate this. I hate this part. I don't know what to do with this. This was incredible. It's okay. I think from the ones we've seen, this has to be top 3. It's just, do we value it over... Do we value the lore of the entire game against the lore of a character and a subset of the Fatui? But the animation is better. Guys. I don't know what to do. I think I want to leave this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this. And that's what I'm gonna do. Next up, now this is actually one I think I have seen, but I really don't remember. Yeah, they do feel all so good, right? The thing for me, the thing with this list, only one thing can go in SS. Only one. So for this prediction list, once I put a character in there, it can't be changed. We can't make any changes to this. Whereas the next one, for this one, we can change. It's just it's hard to know who's gonna go where. Okay, so with this prediction, this one, I feel like it's gonna be really good. I vaguely remember it. I'm gonna chuck it in S as a prediction, and I think I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, that's a good decision. Let's go. The Road Not Taken. This was like fully like music video style, wasn't it? Man, why do they do so well with the animation? Like, what the hell is this? No idea if this was for the anniversary or not. I think some of them are anniversary music videos. But I'm not sure about this. Oh. Okay, wait, I need to turn off captions. Really, like... Dane and the sibling, and then us and Paimon. Oh.
Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Wish you know how I feel and see what I see. Know that I will always try.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I don't know what to say here. It's just... I love that they're doing these parallels. The challenge that they're separate from the one that they really want to be with at the moment. The memories of each other. Yeah. Oh god, like this is surely all the... Do they have any budget left in the year after something like this?
Have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far.
What I think is quite interesting is Lumine's journey seems a lot more difficult than, I guess, what we see from the Traveler's journey. At least that's what I... Maybe that comes from, I guess, Dane is a bit less of a emotionally present character, whereas I feel like with Paimon, at least, she'll make things never boring, right? Like... Oh, and yeah, I guess this is after Cambria for her, which was not an easy thing at all. Or did the journey happen after Cambria or before? After, right? Man, that was incredible. Yeah, true. But I would not be surprised if it's well, I guess that's some speculation, but I think things are going to get a bit less peaceful very soon. But I think with I kind of want to put this in a perspective SS. Oh, true. We didn't have the free primos from Paimon. You are so right. I want to put this as a perspective SS. On this list, we can move things. On the other one, we can't. I'm quite happy with having this in SS for the time being. That was really good. Like, it felt so well put together. You get these constant parallels between the two's journeys, which is like something we know is happened. And I also think what's quite interesting is like we've had a few themes about like time loops, right? Like the parallel journeys could literally be happening in parallel, which I think is a fun idea. But anyway, that's way into speculation. I think that was amazing. And it's going to sit in SS for right now. Next up, now, I have no idea what this is. We have Moika and Capitano. This is absolutely something I've not seen. So, what kind of length thing are we dealing with? 3 minutes 45. I think we've already messed up massively with this prediction tier list. Oh no, this is the real one. No, the prediction one's still pretty balanced. Okay. Is this the Natlan introduction, like the Fontaine one? I'm glad they're longer now. I'm really, really glad they're longer because the 35-second teasers were the animation was so good. It just didn't give me enough to get myself into. They've been really good. I don't know what to do, guys, because realistically I think from now on we're pretty much in the scaling of this list, we're going to be up in A and S constantly, but I want it to be at least somewhat balanced. Do we think it's going to be skewed more towards the end compared with this? You know what? I've just got to live with having messed this up, but for the sake of some balance I'm going to put this in B. I know I'm completely wrong, and I know that you guys will know I'm wrong as well, so I guess that's that's a done deal. Here we go then. Let's do it.
Ready? Let's go.
Okay. I'm glad we're in a bit more of a fun vibe again. Ooh, this feels very teaser feeling. Oh, no, I think I have seen this. Is this where they throw the ball to all of the characters and you get to see them? Oh man, I remember seeing this way back when and trying to figure out, okay, which character do I want to go for? It was 100% going for Sitlali.
Get out of here! Leave me alone!
I see you're catching up on all the ones from the start. Nice.
Is it that time of year again? The tournament. I wonder if she's watching.
And then I remember definitely thinking Pyro Archon, 100%. I'm just such a fan of the red hair glasses look. I did something similar on Milani.
The tournament will soon begin. My dear friends, take your positions.
Nice.
Embrace your competitive spirit and give your all. This battle is for winners only. The champion will take all. brave enough to compete?
Yeah. I can see, like, it's a little bit too much of a biker outfit, isn't it? Oh, that you really agree. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm with you. It's such a shame we didn't get a playable Capitano.
Time to burn again! Even the tiniest of sparks will not go unnoticed. Did you catch everything?
The Pokemon region. And there's a little hint towards the great plan.
What our eyes see ought to be our fate. But now, close your eyes and feel. For with our blood, we will forge our true fate.
Nice. Yeah, I really like that. I don't think I think this is a solid A. I think it was better than the actually I don't know how I feel compared with the Fontaine one. Like I think the like harsh like cutout of music going into the Arlecchino theme was really good in the Fontaine one that I don't think the Natlan one quite has. Like we have that moment with Capitano, but I think Fontaine one is a little bit better. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna put it there, mainly because I think it's really cool. I love bits where we have so many different characters involved in it, but I think I'm going to leave this here. So next up, I have no idea what this is. 4th anniversary theme song. It's how long? 4 minutes? Oh, I've zoomed. Okay, let's go back. 4 minutes 20. So I'm assuming the music is going to be incredible, but yeah, what to do with it? I think I want this to be balanced, but I know that we're going to keep putting things harder and harder. So I might put this in C, just because this really does something for my brain, seeing the full nice and balanced 3 in each. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think for me the bit with Natland that I found I guess not as good as the other regions. I think one of the reasons is Fontaine was really good. I think what they did really well with Fontaine is a lot of the characters and playable characters have really complex relationships between each other. Like you have Clorinda and Navia with that bad blood because Clorinda's the one that killed her father, for example. And then they find a way to settle that. You have the complexity that's Farina's character. Nouvelette is a lot more complicated than initially meets the eye. And I think there's a lot more complexity just in what's going on with character relationships than characters. Whereas I feel like once you get into Natlan, it's kind of everyone's friends. And that's kind of everyone's in different tribes, but we're all friends. And that's kind of the interpersonal relationships. Like I think each character has their own complexities, but I don't think there's enough in bits between. And then I think then that added on with, as you guys were saying, some of the voice actor issues, it kind of then takes away a bit. Like I think if you play the whole game with JP voiceover or CN voiceover and do that the whole time, you don't get that same harsh cut as if you've done it with English the whole time. But yeah, I think that's a difference. Anyway, let's get to this music video time. Here we go, I guess. 4th anniversary. So you guys said this is a bit of like a recollection. Ooh. This is us fighting the Abyss. I really love this art style. Like, this feels almost like crayon drawn. Like, obviously to a much higher standard, but like, I like how the edges aren't clean here, and that feels like it's done on purpose. Okay, yeah, so this feels... Are we going on like a revisit of some of the cutscenes? Oh, but this is... Okay. Aww.
Sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's cloudy.
Okay, so is this going to be like a little montage of a lot of the characters we've met on our journey? I think this is cool. I think, based on our list, this will probably be right near the bottom. But the music's really cool.
Shining bright in the deep night. Stand up to fight many times and know it's wrong or right. The scars will finally do not fear. The road not taken. The honor is no problem.
What I quite like is we're getting to, I guess, revisit a lot of the really cool cutscenes that we had in the game. Oh man, that Dilute cutscene was like so cool when we first played it. I also like that we're not doing it like strictly in order. We're going to like a lot of like similar themed things. And now we're back in Natlan. I really like this art style, by the way. Like, oh, this looks great. I feel like this is getting a nostalgia buff. Now we're getting to see a lot of the side quests of the regions. Aww. Okay, now we're back in the same... Like, we're in now hand themes. And now we're getting a kind of like montage of like the impossible feats we've seen characters perform. It's really good, actually. Even though, like, it's nothing fancy animated that we haven't seen already, I think they've done really well putting this all together. Aww. And then the cut out into the full screen rather than in the shorter, more cinematic version. Nice. That was great. It's another one of those what to do with it, right? I think because it was very not that much new compared to some of the others, I'm tempted to just put it quite far down. Because those moments, there weren't that many of them, but I really did like it. Like, I really did enjoy those. It's always a difficult decision here, isn't it? I think I'm going to do this with it and kind of leave it above the music one. So I think now's the harsh time where we're going to do a bit of a rearrange. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of these near the top. So I think that's going to come down. These are going to come down. Oh, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't want to move any of these out of the S tier, but I think I have to. Okay, we're going to put it off. We're going to put it off for another time. Prediction. Now, this one, I think, is this like a personal Moeka thing? Breathe. I will. So I think this is the Moeka like personal story one where we get to see that difficulty she has between being 500 years in the future, separate from where she was previously. I think this will be really good, and I want to put it like up here-ish. But I know for the balance, you know what? I'm just gonna chuck her in A, and I'm gonna chuck her maybe behind Alashino's. And I think I'm gonna lock that in. And as we all know, can't touch it anymore. Okay, here we go then. And just to check, yeah, that is the right one.
You'll do great, even 2 against 1.
Oh, look at already this animation.
3 against 1.
Like, I like how this is a lot darker in theme.
Propose a toast.
Oh, are these
to
the
two who are
previous
no longer with us.
heroes?
Sanhaj and Burkina.
It's not the same without them here. They'll both be missed. Even though Sanhaj wasn't that much of a talker.
And yet the news of his death rings loud and clear, a rallying cry in our hearts.
I like how we're with that classic theme.
Hero! He died a hero!
It's a bit drunk.
Now a second toast to the Pyro Archon, in whom we place all of our trust.
Here's to her courage, indomitable will, and magnificent plan.
I just wish she would have joined us for tonight.
Oh, I forgot how big that guy is. Sorry, I've only just clocked like the size of
She's making
him.
a 500-year trip alone. If it were me, my emotions would be all over the place.
I think it's interesting that
Give her some time.
how they've come to terms with being the only way of winning is ultimately
grim and glorious.
not within their power at all.
Certain defeat tomorrow. We'll march to our death.
Yeah.
So, you ready to face it, Tupac?
I can't believe it's called Tupac. Like,
our sacrifice
it's a choice
will
of
feed
name.
the sacred flame, paving the way for true victory in 500 years. I am ready. Natlinese
Man,
warriors.
this really
don't fear
does
death.
feel
Am I right,
like
Menelek?
we're just in an anime. Like, this is just an episode. Like,
Let him sleep.
do you reckon they've been doing this whole time to
Carelessness is
like
one thing,
experiment for
but
what
to
to do
nap
for
in
the
the face
actual
of death?
anime?
You don't see that every day.
Because they've got such like good stories that they can do with.
Sunset. The sky burns bright tonight. Just like the day I took office.
My question is, why can't we get this Moeka outfit?
Mom
Aw,
said
Hino.
you shouldn't stare at bright flames, or you'll hurt your eyes.
Don't worry, her
And I
hair is
heard
fine.
You're the brightest flame of all now. So, I'm covering my eyes.
Hine, take your arm away.
Little Saurian.
Oh, wow! Your flames aren't blinding at all.
Honestly,
They're so warm.
I mean that
like the setting
that
sun.
Zhongli outfit with the hood. Oh my god.
But no one gets hurt. Huh? Moeka?
Hine, do you think there'll be sunsets like this in the far future too?
Oh. Because I guess I think it's easy to forget that Moeka's was just a human
So this is where I
that
meet
stepped
my
up to being an Archon rather than being some like long-living ancient being,
When Tenoch summoned us,
which like
you
a lot of
should
the
have seen
others
this day
are.
coming. Hey, you recovered yet, Menelek?
With a fierce battle to sober me up, I will be soon enough!
Let's show the Abyss that if they want to take our lives, it's gonna cost them dearly.
Friends, in this final battle, may you burn bright until the end! Natlan will remember this day.
Man, look at all of this. Oh. And what a, like, scene there.
Menelek's headlock was so strong, it outlived him. That giant beast suffocated to death because it couldn't break free from a dead man's grip. And Sunjata fell too soon. If he hadn't taken that hit to save Wanjiru, he'd have lasted a lot longer. A senseless sacrifice, considering we were all gonna die anyway.
Tupac.
You're awake. I knew you'd pull through. To keep the plan on track, I thought I'd give you a lift here.
You're...
Man, I'm just getting sucked in.
We're
like,
almost there. You are our flame. You have to burn on and never go out.
Man, they do such a good job of storytelling. Now I guess it's time for her to take her journey. So are they like signs of like 1, 2, 3, or like the actual year?
That sunset is the only thing in sight.
I'm just chasing it.
I don't know how far I've come.
I think what's also quite interesting is that she... Oh, is that 66 there?
I don't even know where this road leads.
I think what's quite interesting is this heavily implies that her journey wasn't easy. Oh, was that Hine? Oh.
Where am I heading?
Oh, I missed the number there. Wait, let's go back a second.
Where am I
231. 277 301.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I think another thing is, I guess, this shows that there was a challenge of actually going forward. Like, it's not like a enter deep sleep and just wake up 500 years later.
I guess maybe
Hine again. Oh.
I'll take a break. Who are you? Why are
Memory
you here?
issues. Or is she saying it's not? It's not actually Hine.
But it never sets here.
Yeah. I mean, the human mind isn't supposed to last for 500 years, is it?
Have you heard the saying? After the evening flame burns away all evil, the peaceful night will finally arrive.
The evening flame.
Hey sis, you have a mission to do. Remember?
Yep, lock in. The light returning to her eyes. Just look at how good this all looks like. It's the journey she's come. Then looking ahead.
There's people watching this sky. I can't keep them waiting. Hine.
I think we have to, right? It's gotta go somewhere.
That's right. I never lost my way. I'm still on track. My destination has been right there all along. We all have made many sacrifices and faced our inner demons.
And now we have the current
finally,
ones.
We are here.
Nice.
Natlan has suffered long enough.
Oh, this gives chills.
By nightfall, this war will be over.
Nice.
For Natlan.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I want to put it in S again. But yeah, so I think I want to put this in S. I think that was really good. So, I want to put this in S, but where in S? I hate this. They're all so good, aren't they? Like, I think this really gives us like a connection to Moeka that I think you don't really get in the actual game. It's you know what, I'm gonna put it here, and that's what I'm gonna leave for now. We do need to do a bit of a, yeah, they do feel really really linked, and yeah, so I'm gonna leave that there. Next we have the Capitano one. I have not seen this. I have a feeling like all of these are just going to be way up at the top. So I'm gonna put this in S, and below the one I've currently got in SS. But yeah, I'm gonna put in bottom of S in the predictions list for the Capitano video. Here we go then. 1 minute 49. Look at this art style. It's like the Flynn's trailer, that kind of drawing, right? And now we're into the clean anime style. Oh, he's so cool. I can't believe we don't have him playable. Like, look at this. This is, I guess is this from the actual war that we do in the Archon quest, where Moeka powers us all up? And then here we have Renova. The music is incredible. And his final fate. That was really cool. I want to put this, guys. I want to put this in S. That was really good. I think I want to put it maybe bottom of S, actually. Like, I really, really liked the animation. I don't know what to do with it. Like, everything in S and above, I've got so many, like, reasons why I like them all. This is... I'm stuck. You know what? I'm gonna leave him here in S, and we'll do a different, like... We'll do a mix-up of what we're doing. So, with Skirks, you guys have been hyping it up. To be honest with you, I think it's either this or the God's Limits that's gonna be my prediction SS. I've seen the God's Limits, so I think we're gonna go with the more fun option of putting something I haven't seen up there. And I guess we'll see, right? We'll see if this lives up to the expectations. So that is locked in, but the only SS we can do. Here we go, I guess. How long? 3 minutes 22. Skirk's trailer and teaser were both incredible. I have some very high expectations for this. All captions are off. Wait, let's go back. Is this all in Japanese? Ooh. So going into some of the deeper lore. Oh, you are nothing but a trespasser. Man, are we going full music video again? This looks incredible. Okay, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with my placement. This is 100% up at the top. Is this her first arrival in Teyvat? This looks amazing. Alice is guarding the border, right? Oh. And he's hunting down one of the sinners, right? He's the one that taught her. And her with child. Oh my god, this is great. I think we made the right decision, guys. Oh, and her retracing our first steps. Wow, that was amazing. And now I'm left with the decision between these two. I think it is Skirk's one. I think Skirk's one was better, but it's, I think 100% between these. I think I'm gonna do this for now, and still got to sort out that S tier. I want to go back to just hit my wrong keybind again. I want to go back to some of the moments in this actually. Like the imagery of this part. Like, look how amazing this looks. Yeah, it was and I guess actually we've got so much more context on the sinners now after the Nod Cry story Archon quests. But I think they've, like, Skirk's character, especially like in the game, her animations, the way like technically how her element works, I think is really interesting, right? Because she makes her abyssal power look like cryo rather than actually having cryo. And I find her animations are so much more flowy and so like different, I feel, to a lot of the other characters in the game. Like she plays like like not a Genshin character, I find. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with that placement in SS. I think it's 100% between these two for who's going to have that top slot, but I think that's fair for now. So this is going to be a rewatch for the channel. We have the God's Limits, which I think will be up towards this top part. I'm going to put it above the Capitano one, like that. This can be a bit of a revisiting. I've learned a lot, I think, since by having a lot of conversations with you all in the comments. So I'm going to put it in S. I think because this is the one I've seen, like, and I remember the most freshly, in my mind, it's a lot. I think it has to go here, actually, just because of like all of the lore that is. Do I think it's better than Skirk's? But I can't change the SS anyway, so I think that's what we do. There was so much in this. Man, this was incredible. And like even just the art here is so like, it's like oil painting-y.
This world has always been
Ryan. Well, I think all of the sinners are insane in their own right.
Reason, for none are born by their own consent. Death abides no reason.
And it's
for it cannot
the
be
fact that they
defied,
just drop something like this and go, yep, have fun.
Time abides no reason, for it deprives us all equally.
The thing I think I had the most fun with in the comments of the last one was definitely the theories about Asmodee. About whether she's Paimon, where she could be.
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
Like, look at how incredible all of this animation is. I can tell you, I'm really sorry. I am behind on the last Archon quest. Again, it's one of those. I'm tempted to do it on this channel, potentially in a live. Oh, don't worry.
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space.
I also really love what they've done with the designs of each of the shades.
Would be fruitless.
You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement.
Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval. My dear Rite,
I also think they've...
You have my respect.
I really like that they're all so
Your
differently
nagging is one of the
designed.
only
Like, I
things
think
that
they
can get
very
under my
much
skin.
could have combined, like, made them all look overly similar. But I like that they all seem really unique.
And you, Istaroth? Why did you bestow history upon them?
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not? After all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Well, perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time.
I
But you're
beg
right.
that they end up playable.
There's no trace of Asmodee here.
For me, it's Istaroth that I'd want the most out of all of them.
Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her.
To be honest, even if they
Since
ended
the
up
heavenly
terrible,
principles cast us as shades, not one of us
I'd still
has
be
ever
down to
missed
have
a
them.
meeting.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
That's the line, right?
Renova.
Is the Traveler the new master?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce
And
this far?
this next part, like, shook me. Like, I think this is such, like, a cool point to add.
I remember those eyes. It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
Like, I think they've really done well hyping up the top end of the Fatui. Man, just look at this.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
The Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
The heavenly principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
My dear Rhine daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
I really like that they can also have, like, that the
purely hypothetical,
former shade still
Tiberius.
exists.
For lack
That they
of a
can have a
direct
conversation.
I say it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
And then this is our little nod cry teaser, right?
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence the origin and meaning of visions. People have always yearned for the gaze of the gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution. And what of it? Lives will be lost, a nation brought to ruins. So be it. It is nothing I have not enjoyed.
I think this is like such a cool thing to add to like a teaser for a new region,
Gazing upon the gods.
And then these lines are just.
Tell me, what is the price of killing a god?
Oh.
The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this.
I'm so like excited that. Yeah. I'm so excited for Snezhnaya because that's gonna be when kind of everything we've been building towards is gonna come to fruition.
Inspection over. Return to your posts.
Because the Tsaritsa will have all the no-sees. The Fatui's plan can finally go into full action.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselet from God Cry, whatever it takes.
It's gonna be the final point before leading into confrontation or Cambria. And like, what the hell is gonna happen then? Like, Jesus. But this, the problem I have, right, is, yeah, they have them all, but it's like, that's what we've been building towards. I don't know what to do with these top three. But yeah, we've got to figure out. I want these to be my top three. My sad rules are that only one can be in the SS. So we've got to figure out what to do with those. I think in this order, we've got to do a bit of a rearrange with these. I really liked this one, but I think it's going to go down. Man, I'm stuck again. Okay, well, we've got one final trailer that we can get to watching, and then we'll make a decision of the final list. So not trailer, animated short, and this is the 5th anniversary theme song. As I've said a couple of times, there's 100% a chance I've missed some, but for this final one, I think we're gonna go put something vaguely in B and maybe top of B, mainly because I want this to be at least a little bit balanced, and I think that'll be that. So, final one of the list.
See the stars.
Okay. That really started. Here we go then.
See the stars above you shining, guiding you along. Hear the music.
This feels like a Disney song.
As you make your journey home. When the nights are getting colder, and when you lose your way, feel my hand upon your shoulder.
It's real stylized.
You're not alone.
This is going to be another nostalgia trip. Is that true? That's really cool. Welcome.
As long as you are by my side, we'll never be far from home. For you light up.
This is real wholesome.
Every corner of the world, you fill the air with joy and life. So please, when you feel it's going wrong, just take a moment, cast your.
We're just going on a trip down memory lane. This is great. And all the Archons together with us.
Long days that turn into sleepless nights. The memories we share shine so bright. Wherever we
Really?
go, you need to know
that sounds great.
that as long as you are by my side, we'll never be far from home. For you light up
Oh, so is this all of them? And then I hint towards Columbina. That was really good. Aww. What a nice picture. I feel like I want to see Farina's focused on the food. Nahida's trying to invite Columbina inwards. Raiden's kind of there observing. Moika's just having fun drinking. Zhongli's chilling. And then the travelers are there together. That's amazing. I really like that. And it's drinking vodka, yeah. I wonder if then in the next one they'll be there too. Yes, I did know that. That's really cool, isn't it? So, this final one, I was expecting to go, oh, let's go put it towards the bottom. I really liked it. I liked it a lot more than I expected. This list is a mess. It's such a mess. And I want to put it, like, probably... because it was such a trip down memory lane, I want to give it, like, a bit of a boost. But I don't know how much. Do I just come and accept that the animated shorts are so good that we just have to be top heavy and we just accept that? You know what? It's my list. It's my list. This is what we're gonna go with. Let's then take a little look at how that compares. Predictions. Anything really different? That last one I put in B and this ended up in S. I predicted the Traveler, was this the 4th anniversary one, to be a bit higher? But it was kind of, it felt a little bit like this in the sense of like getting little snippets of past stuff we've done, but that one was then past cutscenes, whereas this was all quite new. To be honest, I think I'm quite happy. Even though, you know, this doesn't do well for my nice little bell curved shape. I'm happy that they were all really good. Okay, that's the list. Boom. And you thought we were done. I missed some. I missed some videos. So here we go. What we missed were the sceneries and sentiments, the character anecdotes, and the 2 Not Cry teasers. So that's what we're here to do. This is a little bit of a plus from doing things live. It's kind of, because the VOD can be up, I now know what I missed because I've gotten the more general audience. But for the video exclusive, we're going to be doing these. So I'm going to try and do it in chronological order from when they came out. So we're going to make some adjustments to the list. First is the Mondstadt scenery and sentiment. I think I have no idea what to expect. There's 2 of them, and both were made quite early on. When hovering over the video and adding it to the playlist, I saw a little bit of the what kind of animation style it is, and it looks really cool. I think for that reason, I'm going to go and put it in C. And I mean, it's definitely, I don't know where exactly. I think I'm just going to chuck it in the bottom of C, and that will be our initial placement. So let's give this a watch. Like, damn, look at this already. I don't know what to expect from this, really. I like that they've got those shining, because that's kind of an in-game thing. I don't know if this came out before, like how early on in the life of the game did this come out? Wow, look at that. I think what's interesting about this is it's to scale, right? Unlike the anime, which seems to be on a different scale. Aww. Man, this is really cool. It feels like we're seeing exactly the same game, just in a different light. This feels like a Ghibli animation. And the classic music from the start of the game. Oh, this looks incredible. Dragon Spine. The Dawn Winery. I feel like I just need to start listing off the places. Are we now in the Favonius area? Are these all little story quests or little world quests that we're seeing pop up? The Hilly House. Got a bit of a itchy backside there. Outside Storm Terror's lair. Look at this. Elon Musk with the Hilly Cho. Man. Please, when are we getting this anime? I need this. Wow. That was really, really good. When was this done? 3 years ago. I expected this to be significantly worse than what we just saw. What do I do with it? I need to remember how good some of these were. That was like, okay, some of these had story. I really like this one because we got to see a lot of characters in the Lantern Rite. I think I want to put this in A. I really, really enjoyed that. Like, it feels like we were looking exactly the same world, just in such a different medium. Like, we just took a slice of Mondstadt, basically. I think I'm going to leave that in A. I need to... I think... Is that being too nice to it? Maybe. This is where the difficulty comes from. This is now a couple of days later from when we did this, so it's not all fresh in the mind anymore. Do we value story higher than... Okay, I'm gonna put this in B. No, I'm putting it bottom of A. It's my list. Okay, and now we have this one. Purely because of how good that one is, I'm gonna bump it up as a B prediction, and I guess put it maybe middle of B as a prediction. I guess we'll see. If this one's as good as what we just saw, I'm sure it will be. Now I've got the Leo music. This is in the floating temple at the top, like at the top of one of the mountains. Cloud Retainer. This does just feel like a Ghibli movie, doesn't it? Mountain Shaper? I don't remember what the other one's called. Or is that Mountain Shaper? You know what? I've got no idea anymore. Man, look at all these areas. Oh. They've just nailed the color. I think, yeah, I mentioned this in the last one, but I love how just to scale this is. The whole of Leeway Harbour. Around the Lantern Rite, I'm guessing? Yeah. Well, the people can't quite have that in engine. Guoba. Sending off the lanterns. Xiao watching on from afar. Madam Ping. This is really cool. Zhongli watching over the chasm. I guess that does give us a bit of a time frame. I like that we ended the last one with Venti in a point of interest, and now we end this one with Zhongli in a point of interest. Again, I really, really liked that. And I think I want to chuck it next to this. I think because there were, I think, more side character details in this one, I'm going to have it higher. I don't know where to put these two. They're kind of like they're like a nostalgia package. I think they've got to stay together, and I think I'll just leave them there. Yeah, there was a lot more story outside the ones that are below it, but that was just such a, I don't know, it felt like we were really taking into the world of the game in an anime style, which maybe pairs well with this one. But yeah, okay. So those are both our scenery and sentiments. I keep trying to say serenity. Scenery and sentiments. Next, we've got our character anecdotes. I went and found all the ones I could find. Genshin had a playlist of just them. There were 6 of them. So starting with Mualani's, I don't know how these will stack up against some of the other things. I'm gonna put a reserve top of C. Again, this prediction is based off of absolutely nothing. So I guess we'll see how that really compares. 51 seconds. Oh, wow. In the full anime style. And now she's in that form, surfing. This is really quite cool. Saving someone who was drowning. Like, this feels like, say we're in the anime, we've just got to Natlan, and this would be our first interaction with Mualani. Something like that, right? That it's one of those, like, little snippets of, this is a character. This is a little bit of her personality. I think because there wasn't much to it, I might end up being quite harsh to these. I'm going to put it in C. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Next up, we have Sitlali's. Slightly prefer Sitlali as a character, so I'm going to chuck her up in B as a prediction. I guess we'll see how good Sitlali's one is. Wish in a bottle.
I'm sorry,
1 minute 30
child.
this time.
If you want this poor thing to survive,
Voicing.
only she can help you.
Entering her lair. That's alcohol dropped on the floor. This is such a different style to the last one we saw. Please save my friend, my little pet. Aww.
Huh?
Is it a present for her? Aww. I'm back to reading. Oh my god. Now ready for another child to come and find her seemingly dead again. That was really wholesome. That felt like... So Mualani's one felt like a character introduction, whereas this felt a bit of like there was a bit more story going on. Again, can I put that above something like Ayaka's and Zhao's, where we took quite deep dives into their characters? Like, I think maybe the animation was better than what we saw in those, but I don't think I can, in good faith. I guess we'll see what happens as we go. Again, at the end of last time, well, you've just seen it. Like, I basically gave up. These are all S tier. I just decided, you know what, I'm not dealing with it. That's my decision, but can I do that same thing? Especially when some of these will probably end up there. I guess we'll see. But next up we have Zhanyans, and again, I'm gonna put it together with these. I think they're all gonna end up pretty grouped, because I think a lot of the, like, for example, having the character introductions of a lot of characters, I think that maybe has a little bit more weight than a little snippet from one character. I don't know. But especially some of the things that ended up in S tier, I'm not sure that they can overtake. I think the 2 teasers for Nodcry could have a chance, but yeah, we'll wait until then. So, Zhanyans. Wow, this is a very different animation style. Interesting. This feels like it's been painted.
时间刚好，来尝尝刚出炉的点心。这孩子，兴许是吃太急烫着了。没事吧？要不要喝口水？
不要，就是不知为何有点辣。
啊，为了增加驱寒的功效，本仙研制了新口味的馅料，加了绝云椒椒。不过本仙也考虑到绝云椒椒口感有些辛辣，方才已经让申鹤去奥藏山去学清新中和。
There's such a different style to the last 2. Like, there's a lot more talking going on. We're seeing a completely different side to the style of animation.
哪盘是我煮的，哪盘是神机做的。
这个很特别。
Uh-oh.
那个是……等等。
Oh, she likes it.
你不觉得味道有点特别吗？
特别。确实，特别好吃。本仙独家秘方，自然口味绝佳。这么点儿，怕是不够吃吧？等着，本仙这就多做2盘。
That was really cool. And yeah, a completely different style once again. What to do with it? I think I'm gonna put it next to Sitlali's one. We had a whole bunch more characters, which I did mention, that I think is quite a plus, but maybe it's I don't connect with Cloud Retainer as much, and maybe that's gonna be what sways it. Yep, sorry that I am this way. And now we have Kenichis, and I'm gonna bundle Kenichis again with this bunch. How long is it actually? A minute. Yeah, I'm gonna put it with those in the beta as a prediction. Okay, so this is much more similar to Mualani's one. No voicing. It's a little bit of a, like, snippet. Now he's gonna grapple his way back up above them. Nice. That's really cool. I think very much aligned with Mualani's one, and for that reason I'm going to put them together. I think because we got a little bit of more of a something to it than Mualani's one, I'm going to do it in this order, but I think that's going to have to be Yeah, I think they're going to live here. So next up we have one of the Not Cry teasers. I remember this came out quite a bit before Not Cry came. So this is quite different to the other teasers that we saw for the regions of these, I think, because the animation style is very different. And because it showed us some characters that we were completely not expecting. This one I definitely saw at the time. I think it's gonna go and sit in A tier. So let's give it a watch and see if it lives up. A minute 34. Prelude to Moonlight. So we're seeing a bit of the scenery from Not Cry.
Not Cry. An ever-changing landscape of ruin. A marvel corroded by time.
Whose voice is this?
In the forest,
is this
where the
N's
nights were once
voice?
undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild hunt's shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frostmoon, living where the silver light shines. Others carry the torch.
Seeing all the groups that now we know, but at the time was a complete mystery.
I hear that the stolen Fae still yearn for the frosts of old.
So is this a character
While
we
the
know
Vitili
about
look
yet?
to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament.
Dottore,
The nights, draped in the west wind, nearing the
Varka.
end of a long
This was
and
a
arduous mission.
oh my god, the
My friends, of
captain,
course, shan't be
Alice.
outdone. They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of
Yes,
the
I
world.
think this is Nicole talking to us.
And just as the stone craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze. Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind. The
And this is our
story
hint that
is
it's
about
Nicole.
to begin.
Because the first time we had a conversation with her was when she was just a teacup. Nice. That, yeah, I think that was really cool. We got I think for the time it came out, we got to see a lot of these groups and it's like, oh my god, that's our first look at Varka. That's a look at Alice herself. I think that was really cool. Do I think it's above some of the others? I think I want to put it above the Fontaine one, but not above the first one we watched, the Lumine one. And I think that's what I'm gonna leave for now. Next up, we have the full Not Cry teaser. When I found this, it's like more than 5 minutes long, so I think we're gonna be onto something quite high up. Can I predict it in the S tier? No. Like, the problem with the predictions is, am I predicting where it ends up in the tier list, or am I comparing it to the ones here, right? Because no, I don't think it will be better than these three, but I do think it will end up quite high in A. So I think I'm going to put it here below those in A. And I guess we'll see. Does it live up to that or not? So here we go then. And it is 5 minutes 30.
You wish to hear a story of the moon?
And this is something I
That
don't
tale
think I've seen
begins
before.
Long, long ago.
Varka.
Mister!
I know.
Nefa's starting her story already.
Thanks for the heads up.
Durin, Yehoda, and Inefa. This is our proper then teaser of all the characters that were coming. I do wonder if there's going to be any that we haven't met in the story yet. I assume no. But
Hey kid, that headpiece of yours is pretty unique.
I'm not sure that's a headpiece.
Could you hook me up?
I'm pretty sure it's real. And this is our hint that this is in fact Durin.
There was no boundary between life and death. Willpower
Okay.
flowed
The Moon
freely among
Sisters?
countless beings. The primordial being that once ruled this planet made 3 moons rise
Okay.
from the earth.
We're getting told it explicitly. Is this gonna be Flynn's? Yep.
It was not until the funerary year that the primordial voice once again cried out in the darkness.
Marionettes.
My lady.
The Frostmoon Scions again. A laughably futile rebellion.
Oh, pale white
Lauma.
Frostmoon, I, your loyal emissary, and scion of Hyperborea, beseech you to cast down your gaze from the celestial dome above. May your gentle tears pierce the frigid night and grant us, the forsaken and forgotten,
Quite a lot of screen time compared to the
guiding
others. And Varka again. High above.
You didn't come here for the story,
The
did
town.
you?
Never.
Finished already, huh?
No. It's just a greater storyteller than myself has come.
Nicole.
Now, beyond the moonlight's reach, an ancient shadow brandishes its hunting claws, taking aim at the stars.
You're right. I came here for the moon.
Nice. Proper look at Varka. Now I'll look at the main bad guys, the Abyss.
I'm afraid you
Flynn's
have
in
the wrong
combat
person.
with them.
Now, be gone.
Okay, this is definitely a cut above the other teasers for regions we've seen, because we're getting a full like insight of what the story will be. Characters are appearing more than once. We're getting conversations out of them. And then yeah, look at Columbina.
Water, the future mirrors the past. The veil of lies is slipping. Time is short. The moon's fall is nigh.
That, what a visual there. And then Alice.
Ah, here at last. And things look even messier than last time.
Well, Miss Alice,
Ado, showing some of the other characters
we
that
begin?
we now know are there.
There's no rush, and I'd like to catch up with an old friend first. And you, young man?
Let's
Showing
part ways
Wanderers
here.
there.
I have an old score of my own to settle.
And I didn't mention it as we've gone, but the soundtrack is just incredible, isn't it? Wow. Okay. That's Oh, I've just got on. No, do not watch this. That could have been bad. That's a later thing we're gonna watch. But that was really, really good. Like, I think that's so much better than all the others that we saw in the different regions. That's where the Fontaine one ended up. The Natland one was this. I think this is in the S tier. And it's getting bigger and bigger, that S tier. But I think I've got to do it. So next up, we have Inefa's Anecdotes. I really liked her story, her teaser. I think that was done really well. And her trailer as well. So I think she's going to end up maybe... I'm going to go with an A tier prediction. And I'm going to put it above Iacus for the prediction. Let's see how it stacks up. Wow, look at this art style. This is very different. This is so wildly different to what I was expecting. They're each picking out a way that they can best be with their respective Saurians. Double up. I'd say that's a pretty handy one. But I know.
Ooh, kind of a small upgrade, huh? No problem. This way I can make even more desserts.
That was really fun. That was really, really fun. And like, that felt so different, like, art style wise. Where did I put the others? Do I think it's better than those? Yeah, I do. I think we're going in the A tier. I think that was really fun. Oh, but is it better than some of these? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it can go in the A tier. Next and finally is Nefa's one. That just ended up in the A tier. I'm gonna think that Nefa's one is going to be a little bit better. And that's the final prediction. This prediction tier list now is locked in. Guys, I have made a bell curve. All things must lead to that. That's what I needed. So, finally, we have Nefa's one. And 50 seconds. Okay. Much more... Ooh. I was going to say much more like Mualani's than Kenichi's, but we're in a completely different art style again. That was fun. I don't think it lives quite where I put it. Is there something else happening at the end? No. Okay. So, what to do with that? I think it's below Inefa's, and I think it's along with these. I think it was slightly better than Sitlali's one. Can I live with the state of this tier list? I think I can. I think I can just live to accept it. Even though, you know, I've tried to make all the others a little bit more reasonable. I don't want to drop any of these off below. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Whew. Job done. This is the final list. Predictions-wise, this was quite vastly different. Predicted it to be C and ended up in A. That's a bit of a change. Did any of the ones... I think other than that, this one I've predicted would be C, and this one I also predicted would be C, and one of them, both of them ended up in A as well. So no major differences. I think maybe anything in B end up in S. The one with all the Archons having a meal together did, and won't go from B to S. But other than that, I think everything's only one kind of change. It's nice that our prediction got the top two correct, but messed up a little bit in the S tier with the ordering. Whew, okay, that is it. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, like, subscribe, all of that. I hope I've not missed anything now. But if I have, let me know. Maybe it'll pop up in a stream or something. Thank you everyone who came to the stream, everyone that's watched the VOD between now, and thank you for watching this video. I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you guys. I didn't expect anywhere near the level of support that I've been getting on these reaction things. I never thought I'd do any kind of reactions. Who cares about what I think, right? But yeah, thank you everyone. If you want to see more, the playlist for all of them is up here. The next one will be here. If it's not the next one, it'll be the last one. By the time the next one comes out, then that will be updated. And finally, the video here, I think you'll like it. Is it me trying to funnel views to some of the lower view videos? No. Come on, watch it. But anyway, thank you for watching. See you all next time.